Welcome to MTG Collector's Corner and another episode of What's in the Box. Before I reveal what's inside, I want to give you guys a couple clues. The first clue is that this is a two-player set. The second clue comes in the form of this Magic the Gathering commercial from the late 1990s. Here it is.
Is there more to entertainment than 500-channel TV and zillion-dollar movies? Turning the sound up and your mind off? Is there still a place where fun involves thinking, imagining, doing? Some of us think so.
Well, I'm not going to show the entire commercial just yet, as that will give away what's inside the box. But stick around to the end of this video if you want to see the commercial in its entirety. I'm going to give you a few seconds to ponder the two clues. Remember, it's a two-player set and that commercial, and we'll get right back. Okay, hopefully you have a guess. Let's see what it is. Today we have the Portal 2-player gift box. If you're unfamiliar with the Portal set, it was a starter level set designed to be a portal into the game for new players. It even had simpler rules than that of a core set. Portal was released in 1997 and was released as a full 215 card set. It was available in the normal 15 card booster packs, as well as the 2-player starter set that we have here. Actually, there were two versions of the starter set released, a regular 2-player starter set and the deluxe gift box that we have here. The set itself was a very simplified set of Magic. There are no instants, enchantments, artifacts, legendaries, or multicolored cards. Most of the creatures in the set were vanilla, meaning they had no extra rules text in the text box, and the ones that did had very simple abilities such as flying or land walk. There were also cards that had the early versions of haste and vigilant. There were, however, many changes made to this set that led to even more confusion among both new and seasoned players. The designers of the set decided to use new terminology to refer to rules that already had well-known terminology. For example, they tried to change blocking to intercepting, and they tried to change power and toughness to offense and defense, among other rules. This simple change in terminology and the ensuing confusion was the downfall and short life of this set. Lastly, Portal was not a legal set for tournament play until 2005, 8 years after its release. Okay, let's get to what's included in this box. We have the official guide to Portal, 2 35-card pre-constructed decks, 2 15-card booster packs, 2 scorekeeping beads, 2 playmats which show players where to place their cards, step-by-step play guide illustrating 5 turns of a sample game, and a rule book. Let's open her up and see all the content. First, we have this insert here that tells us how to use the box set. And here on the back of that sheet, you have the gift box credits. This is people who were in charge of designing this gift box. Next up is this book, The Official Guide to Portal. The first part of the book talks about Magic the Gathering, the game itself, some strategy for decks using the Portal cards, how to play in organized tournaments, art and artist, the setting of Dominaria, where to go from here after you've learned how to play, and finally, the visual encyclopedia of all the cards that are in the Portal set, all 215, and an advertisement for some of the other Magic the Gathering set. I do want to point out something on this page. Under the lingo section, they do address proxies. I'll zoom in on this for you. Proxy, they define it, and they say that it's okay. So here you go. This is an official Wizards of the Coast and licensed product, this book, and it tells you, yes, you can play proxy. Next is a sample card sleeve. These were some of the first card sleeves ever made. They are made by Ultra Pro and are completely clear, but they have this little holographic symbol on the front. These look like normal penny sleeves, but are much thicker. There's also an advertisement in here for other products made by Ultra Pro, most notably these cool 3-ring binders. So this is the gift box. It's different than the regular 2-player starter set because it comes with 2 booster packs. The regular 2-player starter set only came with 1 booster pack. This came with 2. These have been opened. I've opened them, but I put the cards right back in the packages. Underneath the booster packs, we have these special limited edition Portal exclusive scorekeeping beads. I'll get to those later, but they're really just glass beads. One's purple, one's green. This box is the meat of this set and contains the 2 pre-constructed decks, the playmats, and the step-by-step play guides and rulebook. Let's dig into this and check it out. There's special instructions right here. Open your deck boxes when the play guide instructs you to. So here's the rulebook, the player's guide, the 2 decks. So here we have the step-by-step play guide. This details how to play these decks down to what land and creature to play on what turn and when and what to attack and block with. So this specifically tells you, draw the top card of your deck, put it in your hand. Play your planes. It tells you exactly what land to play. Play your devoted hero. And they know what cards you're going to draw because you're instructed not to shuffle these decks ahead of time. You're supposed to play them as they are. Do not shuffle the decks or alter the order of the cards until after this guided game. So this runs you through an entire game of Magic. So that was player B's first turn, player A's second turn, player A's third turn, player B's third turn. After turn 3, player's fourth turn, player B's fourth turn. After turn 4, player A's fifth turn. And there we go. So that's the first 5 turns of how to play these decks specifically. Next we have the rulebook. And this is meant to be read after you've played through your first game using the step-by-step play guide. This has the main rules for the game and some simple strategies. In the middle of the book is a survey for this product, Portal. I kind of wish products today came with something similar. If you page through the back, you can join the Magic the Gathering in Wizards of the Coast forum on CompuServe. If you want a free trial membership, you can call this 800 number. If you want to call the customer service at Wizards, you can call this number here. So that's some pretty cool nostalgia right there. The rulebook can answer these questions and more, and it tells you what pages. So the play guide, rulebook, we're both in this box. The 2 other things in this set are these totally high quality paper play mats. They're different. One has a black dragon card. I think that's Ebon Dragon. And the other card has this green card. I'm not sure what it is. But it breaks down the parts of the card. You have the card name, card cost, card type, rules text, flavor text, artist, and offense and defense, also known as power and toughness. If you go back in my video catalog, I have an entire video explaining all these terms and what they mean. So these are the paper playmats, and that's where our scorekeeping beads come into play. So you're going to start, each player starts at 20, and then as you take damage or gain damage, you're going to move that scoring bead accordingly. So each player gets one of these to have on their board. Creatures in front, lands in back. Notice it does say lands in back and creatures in front, so all you lands in front people are officially wrong. Finally, we have the 2 pre-constructed decks. Not only are these pre-constructed decks, they are in a specific order and are not meant to be shuffled, but instead follow the step-by-step guide for your first game. They're labeled Deck A and Deck B. I assume these go with Player A and Player B in the step-by-step guide. So let's open one of these decks and talk about the cards themselves for a second. The layout is the same as any other Magic card from this era, with a couple minor differences. Most notable is probably the text box. Let's find a card that has rules text. The rules text is printed out in bold, and the flavor text is separated from the rules text by this little line. Here on this card, you'll see the power and toughness in the normal position, but they added these sword and shield icons as kind of a reminder for power and toughness, aka offense and defense. So before we go, I want to point out that some of the cards in the pre-constructed decks here look different than cards that can be pulled from packs. The one in the pre-constructed deck has some reminder text here. A creature is black if it has black in its mana cost. Otherwise, the cards are identical. We go to Elite Cat Warrior. This one's from a pack, and this is from the deck. The one from the deck has flavor text on it. The one from the pack does not have flavor text on it. And then Monstrous Growth is different. The one from the pack doesn't have the reminder text like the one from the pre-constructed deck does. So if you're going through your collection and you see some cards from Portal, there's I think less than 10 cards that are that way, but there are differences between the ones that came from the pre-constructed decks and the ones that came from packs. So this is one of the decks. It's blue, black, green. And this is the other deck, which is red, white, green. So quite a few cards from Portal became core set staples, like Lava Axe, Venerable Monk, Volcanic Hammer, Blaze. There's a Raging Goblin, I believe, in here. These were core set staples for a number of years. They've made multiple appearances in core sets, and who knows, maybe we'll see some of them in the Magic Foundation set that releases this November. What do you guys think? So to recap, the Portal gift box has 2 pre-constructed, pre-laid out decks, 2 cool play mats, which tell you to play your lands in the back, rulebook, the starter guide on how to play these 2 decks, these very exclusive scorekeeping beads, the 2 Portal packs, the Ultra Pro card sleeve, the official guide to Portal that tells you that it's okay to play proxies, and the guide on how to use this set. All comes in this cool little box. This box is sun faded a little bit. If you saw my digging for treasure video, I pulled this out of one of the totes that I had stored away. Somehow it got a little sun damage. I don't know how I got this. I probably got it in a collection somewhere. The box is in okay shape for being almost 30 years old. Thanks for joining today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Now, as promised, the Portal commercial in all its glory.
Is there more to entertainment than 500-channel TV and zillion-dollar movies? Turning the sound up and your mind off? Is there still a place where fun involves thinking, imagining, doing? Some of us think so, and we find it in a game. Magic the Gathering. All you need to play is a brain, a deck, and a friend.
You didn't think I was going to end the video without opening the packs, did you? Of course not. Here's pack 1. Plains, Island, Path of Peace, Regal Unicorn, Windrake, Omen, Cloud Spirit, a tip card on how to build an air superiority deck, Archangel, Ingenious Thief, Moon Sprite, Border Guard, Goblin Bully, Sorcerer's Sight, Stalking Tiger, and Craven Knight. Let's see what's in the second pack. We got Sylvan Tutor, Volcanic Hammer, Fire Snake, Spined Worm, Nature's Lore, Whiptail Worm, a tip card on how to build a Gargantuan's deck, Mountain, Forest, Boiling Seas, Ingenious Thief, Time Ebb, Grizzly Bears, Raised Dead, Sacred Night, and Burning Cloak. Alright, let's mess with people in the comments. If you watched to the end of the video and you saw this card, I want you to type Sylvan Tutor in the comment. Let's see how many people stayed till the end. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.